back to Podcast Unknown. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been about 1 week since you looked at me.
I wish I knew the words. If I knew the words, that would have been funny.
We also would have been Bare Naked Ladies. That's the name of the band for those who don't know that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm still mad. Yeah, so we were gone for, what was it, like a solid month and a half?
Yeah.
2 months, something like that?
Yeah.
I think it's been about 2 months.
In that time, we've gone on a couple adventures. We made some mug fins.
Mm-hmm.
Kroger.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
We did a lot of stuff. Actually, for a while, you and I didn't see each other because I was in Texas and you were here.
Yeah.
I went to go visit my girlfriend's father and her brothers for the first time in Texas. That was pretty cool. So I was there over Christmas. Mm-hmm. Where were you?
I was here, living.
Really, well, I'm happy you weren't dying.
We're all slowly dying.
And if that doesn't make you happy, I don't know who will. Was your Christmas good or your holiday season? Yeah.
I got to talk with family and like hang with family and stuff and friends. It was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun Christmas.
Is there anything like any moment in particular that stuck out to you, like anything fun that you did or anything cool that you got? Or
Christmas.
Christmas.
Not at the moment.
No.
I got a really, really cool gift.
Ooh, what'd you get?
My girlfriend. It was it was kind of like an Easter basket. It was like a big basket thing.
A Christmas basket?
Yeah, it was like had a whole bunch of stuff in it, wrappings, and I got like a fire stick and a couple of awesome sweaters and jacket things. And it was pretty.
So she kind of like...
Yeah, and she made it. She made all of it.
She made the fire stick?
Well, no.
Whoa, I'm going to have to hang out with Ryan more often.
No, she made the basket and stuff.
Really? What'd she make it out of?
It was like some type of party paper stuff and plastic. And I'm not too good at whatever that was. Not exactly my element, but it was really cool and very colorful.
Interesting. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear what I got for Christmas? The one thing that I'm excited about?
What?
So this is how I know that I'm transitioning from a child or teenager into an adult, is because I'm excited that I got this particular gift. So I cook a lot of frozen pizzas, right? I cook a lot of frozen pizzas because I live with 3 other college-age roommates. I don't live with my parents anymore, so I have to cook for myself. But I'm not quite like my parents' caliber of cooking. I take that back. My fried rice, so much better than my parents. But
oh, damn.
Calling you out, Ken and Larry. But so one of my staples is frozen pizzas because they're easy. You get home from work and you just slide the pizza in the oven, you're good to go. But I got a pizza stone for Christmas. Do you know what a pizza stone is?
It does not sound as delicious as it could be, but no.
So do you know how a traditional pizza oven works? Or similar, like some of the mechanics of it? Exactly, yeah, like the big brick oven.
Yeah.
Well, the reason it works so well is because it's made of ceramic or brick or whatever, and that gets really hot. Because you have a fire that's in there, it gets really, really hot, and it doesn't burn the pizza, but it makes the dough really crispy. A pizza stone simulates that inside of your oven. Ooh. So you have a big ceramic stone, pretty much, and it's flat. And you stick it in your oven for 30 minutes, and you heat your oven to as hot as it'll go. So the stone absorbs the heat, it gets really hot. Put your frozen pizza on for 10 minutes, or if you make your own pizza, you put your own pizza on it. And then it cooks it as if it cooked in a traditional brick oven. And it makes pizza it makes it really good.
Wow.
I was very excited to get that. I've used it 3 times since I've gotten it. And it's pretty hard to mess up a pizza when using a pizza stone.
You know what? Okay, additionally though, I'll try this. So we might.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you try it. I'll cook you a pizza.
And then
we can make a video out of that.
Yeah.
We should totally make a video of us making our own pizzas. We'll go and we'll get dough and we'll get pizza sauce and we'll get all the ingredients and stuff. We'll make our own pizzas and shoot a video out of it. That'd be cool. Keep an eye out for that. Maybe that'll be part of the next episode.
And also, I guess we can start saying it's not DiGiorno, it's Matt. Remember, it's not.
Actually, like most of the pizza I cook on there is a DiGiorno pizza, so it is DiGiorno pizza.
For those born in the 2000s, DiGiorno used to have a slogan called "It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno" because their pizza was so good. But yeah.
But like delivery pizza isn't all that great. I mean, it's good for pizza because it's hard to mess with pizza, but delivery pizza is not like the top quality pizza.
Well, sometimes.
I mean, like pizza that's like traditionally in like pizza that's cooked in like New York or Chicago in like those restaurants that make sold just pizza.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's like way better.
No problem when it comes to that. That's a whole separate.
Forget about it.
Yeah,
forget about it.
We're talking completely different slices.
Do you prefer it thick or thin? Thick, THICC, or thin, THINN?
It depends on my mood for the pizza. Mm-hmm. Like if I want something like more of like a snack pizza type of feel, like a snack pizza, a snitza. Then I can go for like a thin pizza, like a little tiny, like personal little. This is basically crust.
Okay.
But if I want like a good like meal, like if I want to like eat 2 slices and be full, thick.
So what you're telling me is that if you want pizza, you get thin. But if you want pizza, you want thick pizza, like meal pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually got surprised somewhat recently. It was roughly a few months ago, because I don't typically order pizza, not often, and.
Is there a reason, or do you just not?
Yeah,
not really your repertoire.
Yeah, I mean, I can eat pizza. For me, pizza for the most part is just pizza. I can get it from Little Caesars or from Papa John's. All that's still the same to me, essentially. If I'm hungry for pizza, I don't typically have a preference. But I didn't, because we ordered Pizza Hut pizza, and we put a little extra stuff on it.
Right.
It got here and it was like one of those pan toasted or pan pizzas. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just so thick. After 2 slices, and I think like I couldn't do a third. Like wow. It was that good, and it was that.
The crust just fills you up. Huh.
Oh yeah,
I'll try that
great.
sometime. I'd love to make my own pizza. I've never done it before. Well, I mean, I've done it as like a little kid.
Yeah.
You make pizzas in like school or whatever. maybe you don't make pizzas in school, but.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was like a class.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, home ec or something.
If that, like I remember that being like a younger thing.
Yeah, like make your own pizza. Maybe we did that in like kindergarten or first grade.
Mm-hmm.
Lunchables, that's where we did it from. Lunchables had their pizza. Because you could like, I remember because it came with like pizza sauce and there were tiny little like pizza, like dough, but it was really tiny, and you just make your own little pizza. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm remembering it from. But I've never made my own full pizza, and so I really want to like make the dough myself and like roll it all out and do the whole like tossing thing and like inevitably fail 20 times before getting it right for the first time. Look at the audio spike from when you.
Nobody look at my dab.
Oh, no. Oh, do you remember when we dabbed the hot sauce?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
That left a visible mark on. I don't know. I don't think the mark is still there. But it left, like, for a couple days, a visible orange glow to this area where I had the sauce on.
Jeez.
That was a fun night. So, did you get anything else cool for Christmas?
No, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else.
A lot of the gifts that I got were sort of joint between me and my girlfriend. Since we're moving in together in the summer, like, we asked for stuff that was more, like, household things, so we could just build that up and not have to pay for it. So we got the pizza stone, which is kind of a joint gift, but it's really my gift.
Okay.
She got like a soda machine, even though she doesn't drink soda. It's like a carbonation machine.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've used it a couple times. What else did we get? We got.
I remember. I got a watch. I watched my sister. Her husband and nephew got me a really cool watch. I don't have it with me today, but it is. I like it a lot.
It's very. What is that? Have you seen the Adventure Time episode where it's like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're referencing?
Actually, yeah.
I was hoping so because every time you did that, I just remembered And I was like...
I'm pretty sure that's like where that trend started.
Probably.
Yeah.
I used to watch Adventure Time every night before I go to bed. I would watch it like 2 or 3. And I'm not talking like way back when. I'm talking like a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Like I would watch it on Hulu like before I went to bed.
Did you get caught up?
No, I'm still not caught up because I have so much TV, had so much TV going on at the same exact time. Because I had Adventure Time going on, I was watching Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I was watching Runaways on Hulu. What else was I watching? The Gifted, which I still haven't finished. There's just so many TV shows that I was watching that I didn't have time, or Adventure Time kind of got cut out of the picture. I need to go back in and finish it. Also,
Cartoon Network.
Also, shows that I've been watching, actively watching. Hunter x Hunter. Really, really good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I think I'm on like episode 60 or something now. I've been checking my way through the series. Have you seen all of it?
No.
Really?
I've seen like maybe 2 episodes.
Really?
I've seen a lot of clips, but I've
Okay.
seen like actual episodes, maybe 2.
It's a very good anime. I definitely recommend it if you want a new anime to watch. My only one main complaint is that it can be pretty slow.
Yeah.
It's not like One Piece or Naruto slow, or even Dragon Ball Z slow, but it can get kind of slow. It's slower than your average anime.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a Full Metal Alchemist type speed.
Yeah.
So, what about you? Have you been watching any anime recently?
Yeah, I saw one that I like so far, but at the same time I don't like. It's called Devilman Crybaby.
You were telling me about that last time you were at my house.
It's on Netflix, and animation good.
What does that mean?
Like it looks crisp, but also looks weird. Like it looks like weird animation, and they're doing it on purpose, but it has like a low budget on purpose feel. Like there are certain scenes that look really good, and it's like this whole anime looks weird, but like not like low budget and like they didn't have any money to make it look good, but like low budget as in they went in a new art style direction, but like it looks alright.
Huh.
And it's super graphic. Like 1 minute they're just hanging out like 2 bros sitting in chairs. Next minute, demons. Just demons everywhere, eating people, killing things, doing other things. It gets pretty up there.
We're 2 bros sitting in chairs. Cue demons! Demons, fly in now! That was a stupid joke.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate it.
But I tried. I swung. And I missed, but I swung. At least I swung.
Hey, you got 2 more tries.
I do.
Unless the zombie bites you.
And then, if I just miss, are you going to kick me out of the podcast? Are you going to solo this podcast episode if I have 2 more missed jokes?
No, we'll just like we'll have like the way we're talking, and then just cut you out and have another person in. And wouldn't even miss a beat.
God, that'd be so hard to like edit in, like without missing anything, unless it was scripted.
The real question would be like, what if I mess up and I get edited out?
And there's just 2 completely random people.
What if this podcast is just like a part of life? You know, it's just natural. It's just nature. You know, where we don't physically matter, but as long as the podcast keeps going,
the show must go on, whether Matt and Randon are there or not.
SCP item number 3842. Object class Euclid.
I haven't quite fallen down the SCP rabbit hole like you have, but I've seen a lot of people who have created art like based off of SCPs and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. Like
Yeah.
some of the art that people make based off of SCPs, it's real. It's pretty scary, but it's pretty cool too.
The SCPs are pretty great.
Is there one that you could explain, like that you could summarize that sticks out in your mind, like your favorite?
Yes. Okay. Let's see. One of my favorites would be the Infinite IKEA. I'm not sure which number it is. I think it's like
Infinite
3.
IKEA?
Dude.
Like the store?
Yes, the store. It's like
I'm intrigued.
It's number I think 3008 or 3008. Not 2005.
The song's playing in my head now.
But essentially, it's whenever you go into an IKEA, and for those of you who don't know, it's like it's Swedish.
Yeah,
it's like a Swedish-based, massive furniture, homey kind of stuff store. They sell food, just everything: tables, chairs, beds.
Their whole shtick is like designer furniture for cheap.
Yeah,
And it is pretty cheap as
Yeah.
far as furniture goes, but it's not like the best quality.
Mm-hmm.
It still looks good, and it is pretty good, but don't expect it to last like your lifetime.
Yeah. Well, anyways, as you would go into the IKEA, any IKEA and maybe every IKEA, there's a chance that when the door opens, instead of just going into the normal IKEA, you're going to be one of those people who go into the infinite IKEA. It's like a thing that just randomly happens when you go through the doorway.
Mm.
And it's just, it sounds, as it sounds, it's just an IKEA infinite. Like, I mean, the reason they know this stuff is because the way the logs for SCP stuff go, a lot of it's like data analysis. And the reason they know this is because inside they found a notebook from a person who just made it. Okay, to preface, I'm just gonna finish explaining the IKEA thing.
Mm.
So it's an infinite IKEA, and there are food dispensaries that get filled automatically. They don't know how or where or why, but when it comes to a certain point in time, the lights go off. Now, mind you, there are people, if you can call them that, who walk around the store wearing like IKEA, like what's it called, employee
Uniforms?
yeah, but they don't have facial features, and they don't they look elongated or squished and weird. They look really weird, like malformed. They're not like, oh, that person has like a weird leg thing. Like they're gonna be like giant people with like a really big head and really tiny arms, or like a really tiny person with really gigantic arms. They're just walking around the store, and they're like, they don't talk to you, they don't respond to you. But when the lights go off, they say, sorry, the store's closed, please leave. While they're coming at you, like either walking,
because it's infinite.
And they're walking and running at you, and when they catch you, they dismember you.
Oh.
Until like not just like a little bit, like there's pieces clawing at you until you die.
I have some questions.
While they're doing that, they say, "Sorry, the store's closed. Please leave," in a calming voice.
Fuck, that's scary.
Yeah.
Wait, so I have a couple questions. First question. Does it continually get filled with new kinds of furniture? Like, as you're going through IKEA, does it continually get filled with different types of furniture, or does the furniture start repeating? Because there's a limited amount of IKEA furniture.
Yeah. At some point, it starts repeating.
Okay.
Or, see, this is the weird thing about it. Mm-hmm. So, the reason they even know this is because there is an exit, but it's randomly generated.
Oh.
Yeah, so any of the random doorways that are in IKEA sometimes lead to an exit. And the reason they know this is because at one point there's a person who ran out of an IKEA holding a notebook, and one of those things was chasing him, but before he could do anything, it got him and he died. And they were reading through the notebook, and that's how they found all this information. Apparently, inside of this IKEA, this infinite IKEA, there are like these different towns and cities set up, miles apart. Like no one has found an actual end. It's like it's like Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like you can just randomly generate a world?
Right.
It's like that. But like sometimes
all IKEA.
Yeah. But like sometimes if you're in a cave, you'll go through a door and you'll get out of Minecraft. Like that's how random.
Interesting.
Yeah. But like every other time you use your computer and start it up, if you click on Google or something like a search website, it puts you into Minecraft. It's like that level of like randomness.
Whoa.
And the guy was able to talk to some of the people who were surviving in the towns.
How did they survive?
Well, the food dispensaries automatically fill up.
How'd they like overcome the monsters?
That's the cool part. They made they fortified so you're in the IKEA. You have a lot of tools. Yeah. So they'd fortify their own like little towns, comfortable beds and all that. And all they had to do was at night turn off all the lights, so that the employees didn't come after them. Mm-hmm. And of course, different points in time, they've been able to kill them before. They're not that intimidating or that opposing to defeat, but goodness gracious. And that's
pretty scary. I'm gonna be scared next time I walk in IKEA.
But here's the thing: when he was talking with the people, not only did some of them feel like it was a different time period, but there were like different realities of things or different events. Like a person thought the year was like 1983, And he's like, well, no, it's not 1983. It's like 19 something something or 2000 something something.
Yeah.
He's like, well, whatever. All I know is that Nixon's third term was really ass or something like that. It's like Nixon never went for a third term. So not only is it just an infinite IKEA, it's a multi-reality infinite IKEA.
So it's almost as if this IKEA exists within the space between different universes.
And all of their IKEAs.
Yeah.
So when I say the furniture can repeat, probably, but like when you have that much of a variable,
right?
Oh, and it's just terrible. That's too much.
I found I think we just discovered the subtitle for this podcast. Podcast on an episode. I think we're on 0.7, 0.6, something like that.
Probably.
I don't know. Infinite IKEA. I like it.
Hey, what would you guys do if you were in an infinite IKEA?
Yeah, what would you? I want to know. I don't know what I'd do.
Do you think you would survive? That's. Ugh.
I like to think that. I mean, I like to think that I would, but I honestly, I don't know.
Dude, those things are terrifying.
Yeah.
Please,
spooky.
Excuse me, this door is closed. Please leave. Excuse me, this door is closed. Please leave.
I mean, IKEA is already scary enough as it is without being infinite or murderous. It's already terrifying because of all the people that go there.
Shoot, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this. Have you ever gotten lost in like an IKEA, like just wandering around? Like I don't know where I'm going or where I am. Like which way did I come from? Where am I going? Where's Cotton Eye Joe?
From Cotton Eye Joe. You know what I kind of don't like about IKEA, and I don't want to sound too like tree hugger hippie-ish, but so IKEA, it is designed in such a way that you have one path throughout the entire store. You're following this path always. It takes you to every single department. You see every single piece of furniture. Like you walk through the bedrooms, and then you go to like the kitchenware, and then you go to like the dining room sets or whatever. And there's arrows on the ground that show you where to go. The path is pretty narrow. I feel like cattle when I'm going through it. Like I feel like I'm being like force led through this maze of corridors and hallways so that I can find the end and open up. And at the end, I mean, you essentially just open up into this warehouse filled with boxes of furniture. Mm-hmm. It's like if you liked anything you saw back there, you can buy it right here. Also, hope you wrote down what you saw back there because there's no pictures whatsoever. It's kind of a really weird layout.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's an experience, the IKEA experience.
Well, hey, I would say to this, I don't know, counter? No, whatever. What is the difference between people and cattle?
That was a really well-timed email.
Yeah. Maybe it was just the
Good job, Mike Mitchum, for sending me an email at that perfect time. If you ever watch this, I'll show this to you at work sometimes after this episode comes out, and you get your little cameo, Mike Mitchum. Good job.
Hey.
You don't realize it, but you're in this.
Isn't that weird to think that like now, like when you're watching this, you're watching this in like a set like I don't know, period. Like you know how long this video is. You know what we're going to talk about next, but we don't right now. Mm-hmm. That's kind of trippy. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
And if my math is correct, you, the viewer, my phone would turn on. What's my phone doing? That's weird. You, the viewer, are watching this video on January 30th, and you are approximately 27 minutes into the video. About. We'll see. We'll see how accurate I was. That's my guesstimation. Also, I can't quite tell from my laptop screen how far in based off the audio recording, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So
You're also in the future too.
Future.
That is, if we aren't like bombed or exterminated in the meantime.
Please don't kill us, North Korea.
We don't think you're fat, but we do think you should go on a diet.
So, what did we do last Tuesday?
Last Tuesday, karaoke.
We did. We went to karaoke, and we shot a little bit of footage of karaoke. It was on our phones, although we have pretty nice phones, so the quality shouldn't really be that bad. I was about to apologize for the audio quality, and then I realized it's really not that bad, like at all.
Yeah, recorded off our Nokias.
The old ones.
The 2004.
Had to make sure that if we dropped it, it's not going to break. low-hanging fruit Nokia jokes. But yeah, we went to karaoke and we recorded some. What did you sing?
I sang Clint Eastwood by the Gorillaz. I'm Still Standing by, was it something Egerton? Taron Egerton? Something like that.
And that's the one that I got a video of you singing I'm Still Standing. So we'll put the clip in right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. I want to get like steady shots. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you sung I'm Still Standing by Egerton. I didn't know the song, but I thought you did a really good rendition of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Dude, why or what made you sing that song?
Well, I saw this movie called Sing. It's like a kid's movie, and I was only like kind of interested in it because they had, from the commercials and the trailer, they had a lot of singing in it. And I was like,
Really?
I was like, it might be interesting. And for the most part, it was okay. Like, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, this is like Zootopia. But it was more like, it's better than the Emoji Movie.
Ugh.
Yeah. But it was enjoyable. It's a good one-time watch. And I appreciate some of the references they made with the musical talents. But towards the end of the movie, one of the characters sings that song, and it took me back because I had never heard that song up until then. Apparently, I think it's actually by like Elton John or someone. I don't know. I might be wrong, but it's like an old song they redid for that movie, and it was pretty.
Huh. Well, I liked your rendition of it. It was pretty good, and let's see what the viewers think, I guess, when they leave comments, if they leave comments.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh yeah! Don't forget, if you like the video, like, subscribe. What are those? The Minecraft. Have you seen that meme? I don't know if it's a meme yet. The Minecraft YouTubers meme.
I don't think I've seen a specific one, but I can pretty well conceptualize what you're thinking of.
It's like, oh man, this is some fun we're having though, right, guys? Yep. Feel free to like that. Feel free to smash that subscribe button.
Scratch that motherfucking subscribe button.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 1,000 likes. Come on, we can do it, guys. First,
I saw a really funny video of a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, who goes by the name of ProZD or ProtoZD. I don't remember, but anyways, he does photosynthesis. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But he's ProZD. His videos are like anywhere between like 30 seconds and a minute. They're pretty short, but he comes out with them pretty frequently. Really into anime. He's a really good YouTuber. Look him up. I'll show you some of his stuff. But he made a video about like that whole like and subscribe thing, and it started out and he's like sitting at his desk and he's like, man, I really love this content, but I wish there was a way that I could show that I like it, and I wish there was a way that I could just let myself be known. I wish I could let people know how much I like this video, and I really wish that there was a way that I could really keep up with what this guy's doing, because his content is just, it's so unique and it's so good. And then it cuts to like a YouTube video and he's just like, feel free to like and subscribe, and he's just like, oh my god. And then the video like hard ends. It's a really, really good video, and I thought it was so funny and relevant to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And I told myself when we started podcasting them that I would never become one of those people who like essentially begs. He was just like, please give me your likes and your subscribes, because I don't want to be like that. And I hate that so much.
What was it? My favorite thing is it's like, hey, can you see this thing on the wall? Comment if you can. If you can't, just also leave a comment. Feel free to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Try to get to 1 million subscribers.
Do you enjoy breathing air? If so, like, if you don't like it, leave a comment.
That's my favorite.
Do you like cats or do you like dogs? If you like cats and dogs, leave a comment. If you like cats but not dogs, leave a subscribe. If you like dogs but not cats,
like the video.
Yeah, sure, whatever, as long as you like it. Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't like pour myself out for likes and subscribes.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I was talking to who was I talking to? I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to someone about Podcast Unknown. It wasn't you. It's probably one of my coworkers about it. And we were in a conversation about like, how big do you think this will get? Like, what are your expectations for it? And I was like, you know what? I don't really do this for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do this for anybody other than myself. I mean, I know that sounds very like, sort of greedy, but it's true. Like, you and I, we don't make this so that we can get famous. We make it because we enjoy doing it.
And there's another thing. I actually saw a video very recently that I was going to send to you.
Yeah.
But I forgot. Not now. I'm going to show it to you in a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And if I don't, this is a good reminder. And it's a video about a guy talking about one of his videos. And it's like a TED Talk kind of thing.
Okay.
If you guys recall, in fact, I think we mentioned this on this channel, the Batman v Superman movie at one point.
Yeah.
Well, he was a guy who talked about the movie, and he was very honest about how he felt about it. And he liked the movie a lot. And the video that I'm talking about was him talking about that video and that how everyone gave him so much of a response to his video. It was like a long one. Like, not the video. Okay, to clarify, the video I'm talking about was only like maybe 7-9 minutes.
But his response video was a lot longer.
Yeah, it was like maybe 18 minutes. And since he did such a really in-depth review and how it made him feel, it went viral, and that took him back by surprise. And his message in the video, where he was talking about his video, was that honesty is something that people are able to tell nowadays. Or, I mean, obviously, but I mean, we're so used to being like manipulated by advertisements, media, like trying to sway you one way or the other. Like how we were just talking, like, oh, feel free to like that subscribe button if you like our content. Like, but it's so rare that you get something like this just honest. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we might change up a few things here in the future, add a few things, move around a little bit more, but for the most part, it's just going to be, Matt, me, maybe like a guest or something, and we're never going to try to like fool you guys or make you do some shit, It's just honest content.
I guess a good way to sum up what I'm feeling, I think what you're feeling is we're not really doing this so that we can gain like a following. We're really doing this just because we enjoy it, and it's something fun that we do every other Tuesday night. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the things I like about podcasts. How did we get on this topic, by the way?
I don't know, but I'm feeling it. Mr. Graham.
Speaking of Podcast Unknown, and you mentioned we were moving around doing a little bit different. I know we've done this on stream before, or not on stream. But I'm thinking we're Twitch. Join me on Twitch. Thanks for your donation.
I got a stream going.
we need to sync it up now. Whoa!
I'm looking at the video for reference.
But one of the things that I think we have prepared before time was we had a news segment, didn't we?
News?
Yeah, we looked up news on our phones, and we were going to talk about it.
Yes.
So do you want to start that now, or do you want to?
Yeah.
All right.
No time like the present.
No time like the present.
Which is for you in the future.
All right, let me pull up the articles that I found. All right. Here's the very first thing that I found. Mm-hmm. I didn't read this article. I don't know if you read your articles either. I just read the titles.
I skimmed. Thank you, high school.
Not for real. Hands-on, DJI's new Mavic Air is a beefed-up Spark with 4K video. I don't know what a Spark is. I'm imagining it's some kind of camera.
I thought that was like a euphemism, like it's like a spark of innovation. I didn't realize that was like a thing.
I mean, it's a drone. Oh. It's a drone, so I guess that is somewhat innovation. But it looks pretty cool, and I like drones. I don't own one. I don't aspire to get one anytime soon. But this made me think, like, what sort of stuff could we do on the podcast if we had a drone?
Aerial shots.
But, like, the ceiling is only, like, 9 feet tall.
Right, but, like, we could, like, control the drone and, like, move it around.
And it would rise, like, 3 feet and then have to go back down because it's the ceiling.
But, like, okay, let's say we're shooting, like, a drone music video.
Yeah.
And we'd be like... We just have to mute the audio of the drone sound.
How funny would it be if we, like, shot an entire podcast episode from the drone? And, like, every 20 minutes or so, either you or I had to go up and, like, really quickly replace the battery for this drone and hope that the video recording didn't stop. Drones would be cool. I like drones. They're neat.
Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Yeah. What'd you find?
Well, I mean, this might, again, for you guys, this might be old news, but apparently the PlayStation 4 is hackable. with a lot of PlayStation 2 emulators running on it.
Really?
Yeah, from this article I was able to find on Eurogamer.net. An article by Richard Leadbetter. I don't think that's his real name, but yeah, apparently you can hack your PlayStation 4. Has Linux support, and you have full root access to the system via FTP and all that other shit he's saying there to enable it. Frames to pay.
Close, but not really. It stands for file transfer protocol. It's a way that you can like send files to and from different devices.
And now I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently you can do that now. And even some games that used to be on PlayStation 3 or that didn't work on PlayStation 3 might work and do work now.
Huh. That's something that I might have to check out.
I'm sure Sony's going to have a shit show with that, though. I don't think they would like. I don't think they're going to like this.
I'm pretty sure, is that not like built into it? I remember hearing something a long time ago about that was like an advertised feature of the PlayStation 4. Was that it's open source? That way you could install like Linux or something on it.
I did not know about that. That'd be really. I mean, I guess that
I might be
really
wrong. Or I mean, maybe like. Because it literally was a long time ago and it was a single article that I read. So it could have been easily fabricated information. I don't know. But that is pretty cool that you can install like PS2 or PS3 emulators on your PS4.
Yeah.
I wonder if you lose the ability to use it as a PS4 if you do that. Because I don't know if that'd be worth it for me.
Yeah. I mean, it just might. I don't think so, though. I think you would at least. Because that would be counterproductive.
Yeah, it'd be incredibly counterproductive.
Yeah, it's about this new PlayStation 4. Turned it basically into a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 combo. So really it's like a PlayStation 5.
It's all about the nostalgia, dude.
Yeah, I got my PlayStation 4. I hauled it out and turned it into a coffee maker. You know, because I'm really minimalist, but at the same time...
Did you ever see Chappie?
The movie?
Yeah.
No.
Never? There's a scene in Chappie. I forget what they're doing. But they have to make like a supercomputer, and they hooked up a bunch of PS4s. There were probably 12 PS4s. There were like 3 columns of the 4 PS4s each, and there were like 12 PS4s that were in this movie, just all like strung together such that it made a supercomputer. And you were making me think that of like making it into a PlayStation 5. If we take 2 PlayStation 4s, we'll make a PlayStation 8.
Yeah.
Or would it multiply?
Yeah. Oh,
PlayStation 12.
Shit.
Regular wouldn't be 16. Whoa, my math is way off.
And then
it's nighttime, guys.
And then what was it? VR would just be like reality.
It's not virtual anymore.
No, it's just reality. No V.
You ready for the next wave? R.
It's like
Snap back to virtual reality.
It's like I'm really getting shot.
This feels so immersive.
How do they get the blood graphics just right?
Alright, so my second article is, once again, I skimmed. Spacewalking astronauts shrug off glitch during repair job on space station. It's not that big of a deal, right? Just a glitch on a space station.
Oh.
No big deal.
So when you said that, I was thinking like moonwalk, like
Oh, no.
But yeah, no, spacewalk.
They dance off the glitch.
Yeah, they're like, it's like, hey, guys, there's a glitch. Oh, really?
I'd like to see like an astronaut suspended in zero gravity, just like, Houston, we have a problem, and he's just like, the problem is that you're not dancing, and then it's like really smooth jazz or something. But apparently, these astronauts, or one astronaut, was to swap out 2 hands on a Canadarm2 robotic arm. Not sure what that is, but oh shit! Wow, I'm looking at like this GIF for the first time. I'll see if I can insert this into the picture while we're talking about it. But like, I guess the glitch like affected. It didn't restart yet, but it like affected the way that he's like moving or seeing. So he like almost goes flying off into space.
Oh wow!
Which would be terrifying.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm also reading it, then just like skimming it rather than reading the whole article. So I might be taking it completely out of context or wrong. But apparently that's a thing that happened, and it made me think like, what is the biggest oops type scenario that could happen?
Wait,
that
you
could
mean biggest or?
Like, what's one of the worst things that could happen completely by accident? Like, I'm talking like, oops, spilled my coffee all over the nuclear detonator button, stuff like that. It's like little accidents that cause like huge mistakes. I'm imagining something like the nuclear detonator, but I hope that is set up safer.
Thinking that your ship that has 2,000 hulls can withstand an iceberg.
Oh, you're talking about that movie, the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Man, that's a really good thing that that's not based off of true story. All those people would have died had that been real.
Mm.
What's your next?
My next one is another article that I found from the avclub.com by Danette Chavez. That's what's
Caesar Chavez?
See, okay, I don't know if you guys know. We have a baseball team in Cincinnati called the Reds, and I don't know if your announcers are as cool, but our announcer is he's so lit, and
all the time.
Yeah. So like he turns like a name like it's like Danette Chavez, but Danette Chavez or like Danette
Chavez. It's always yeah. And they always pick like their intro music, or not intro music. They're like walk-on music.
Yeah.
And it's always like, well, not always. I've noticed, or at least the last Reds game I went to, it's either hip hop or it's like Hispanic music, which I think is interesting.
My favorite one was we got was it Taylor Swift? Like some guy is like
it was a meme. He
honestly,
was memeing everybody.
I hope so, because that's what I thought. It was like, you know, something.
If I ever became a famous athlete, I'd totally pick like the Wiggles. I'd pick like the Wiggles or like the Care Bears theme song as my like walkout song, just to mess with people because it'd be so awful.
Dude, no, you gotta go with that Pizza Cake to Bake a Pretty Cake for the like with the little the Little John remix. If the way is hazy,
you gotta do your cooking by the book. Yeah, you know you can't be lazy.
But no, this is there are things leaving Netflix and things arriving to Netflix. Like something that's neat. You got the first. You have all of the American Pies. Aeon Flux.
Leaving or
coming.
Oh,
coming February 1st, as well as El Enchanted, The Goodfellas. A couple other great movies like Kill Bills.
Those are coming on Netflix.
Meet the Flockers, Meet the Parents, Men in Black, Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Finally.
Yeah.
I've only seen 11. I need to watch 12 and 13.
Ooh.
Before I see 8.
Cabin Fever. So we gotta go. I recommend checking that out. But more importantly, things that are leaving.
Stranger Things. You can't see anymore.
They would lose so much.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally.
Losing. These are leaving February 1st and onward. King Arthur, in case you're curious. Project X, fucking finally. Let's see. I mean, most of these are kind of okay. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Is there anything that jumps out to you as like, no, why is this leaving?
Family Guy seasons 1 through 8, which I'm hoping is just to make room for more seasons, but I might just be wrong. Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's leaving?
Yeah.
Aw. I guess it's not really like Christmassy season anymore, so I can see why. Christmas or Halloween, I can kind of see why. I wonder if they'll bring it back.
And Brain Games seasons 3 and 4.
What game?
Brain Games.
Brain Games. Never heard of it.
It's a really cool show.
Yeah. I'll have to look it up. Let's see. Play games with my brain.
Yeah.
If you could put any one show on Netflix, what would you?
Doctor Who. Fucking Netflix. I don't forgive you for it.
Sure, yeah.
No, because it was on there. And then they took it off because they lost their contract with BBC.
Whoa.
Forgot to put that on something.
Here's a new text message. Your phone is very fancy. It's very formal to you. Sir.
That's just Jarvis.
You have a new text message. You were so ready for that. I wasn't expecting you to be ready for that answer.
What?
Like, before the words even came out of my mouth, you were just like, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very upsetting.
I was trying to take all that time to think of a show that I would want to be on Netflix, but I can't. More anime. More quality anime on Netflix. That's what I'm thinking. But that's what I have BRB for. So my third and final article is called Star Wars Episode 10 can fill Leia's absence by embracing its forgotten queen.
I saw that. I saw that thumbnail.
Yeah. I still haven't read the article, just like all the other ones. But it sounds like they really want Padme to come back. I'm not sure how they
Padme?
bring Yeah, I mean the whole article's about Natalie Portman and like Padme. Padme is a curious, observant, empathetic, selfless, and brave. She's willing to both put herself in harm's way and humble herself before a political rival in order to save her homeworld.
In one movie.
I mean, apparently they want to bring Padme back. I literally have no clue how the heck she'd do it.
No.
Spoiler alert.
No.
But it made me think of Episode 9. What did you think of Episode 9?
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. We'll make like a big scene whenever we're done.
I mean, look, I think it was, as far as Star Wars goes, I think that was one of their best movies, if not their best movie.
Really?
Like, really high up there with,
Wow.
like, but at the same time, there's so many things I did not like about it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, of course, there's certain characters, full on spoiler, okay? I'm gonna give you a second, just pause.
Full on.
Okay, so, top of the morning, Leia, okay, when she got blasted out, she should have died.
Yep.
Yep. How bitchin' would it have been when she's like doing it, the whole I'm in space and I'm apparently not dead yet, but she's like kind of feeling around the space dust. If you saw her, then like looking at the ships, use the force to fucking move the ships.
Yeah.
Some crazy, just latent force power. Like I always assumed that she had some type of connection. I mean, she does have a connection with the Force.
Right.
But I know Luke is the one who like really worked with it.
Mm.
But let's just say like the last moment before she dies, she just burst out some level of some bullshit power, then died. I'd have been fine with that. And
that would be cool.
So we don't know what's happening to our ships. Oh! And Snoke's like, you can even have Snoke inside his name?
Snoke. Something like that.
Snoke be all like, Skywalker.
Mm.
And then that would have been it. She would have died, and that could have just extended their time because that's what they were looking for in the movie, and that's what happened anyway.
Right.
And then she would have been dead, and then the whole second chain of command thing would have been way more impactful if Leia wasn't around to come back and be like, "Oh, it's fine, just listen to her." If there was like a little Civil War thing going on because fucking lady wouldn't tell them what the goddamn plan was.
That was my second biggest complaint with the whole movie.
Oh my god, why?
Yeah. Like, had she literally just said the words, "I am your captain now. I have a plan. You need to trust me. We're going to this planet."
That part.
It totally would have, like, Poe would have been like, "There's a planet? What are you talking about?" And then she probably would have, like, not had time to explain it. He'd go find it for himself. The whole crisis would have been averted.
Yeah, and they would have been fine because then he wouldn't. Then Finn and girl would not have had to go to the place,
Nope.
and then had to bring back Guillermo del Toro's guy, that guy, and then that would have gotten betrayed, and then the ships wouldn't have gotten fired upon.
Yep.
And they wouldn't have been cornered in the goddamn.
My one largest complaint, though, with the movie, other than the whole Leia thing, which I am totally in agreement with you. So, Rian Johnson, or I think his name is Rian Johnson, the director of this Star Wars film. Apparently it's a staple of his movies. I've never seen any of his other movies. Apparently it's a staple of his movies that the climax always comes at like a unexpected time, so maybe more towards the beginning or more towards the middle or like really, really close to the end, but not at the 2/3 mark like you expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And because that climax happened, and I consider the climax of Episode 9 to be the fact that like Snoke was killed by Kylo, and then like Rey and Kylo were working together, and then Kylo is basically just like, "You join me and we can, rule the galaxy together," essentially showing that like he is halfway between good and bad, but further cementing him towards being bad. I consider that the climax. Mm-hmm. In every scene after that was in any way cinematic, so if it was like a wide angle shot or something was about to happen, I thought because the climax had already happened that the movie would just cut to black and the credits would roll. And then when Episode 10 came around, it would just be a continuation of that. Yeah. So for the next 40 minutes, any scene that was like cinematic or wide angle, I was thinking like, is this where it ends?
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. This is where the movie ends. And then it would keep going. And then I wouldn't feel disappointed.
Yeah.
But I would feel kind of like, almost misled.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest concern. It felt it took me out of the story, and it made me think about it more of it made me think more about when is this movie going to end, rather than what was happening to the characters on screen.
Yeah. And let's talk about what the fuck was happening to the characters on the screen.
Very
Jesus
long.
Christ. I mean, I'm just going to skip over the whole Snook part, because I don't even want to think about it as much. Because that dude was so fucking powerful. Oh my god.
You don't know. You don't know. No one knows. Only Ryan Johnson knows. Tell us, Ryan Johnson.
First off, this dude, he missed the point. Star Wars, okay, Rey. Okay, first off, her parents being nobody. What the fuck?
Do you believe it or no?
Right now, yeah, I have to, because this is how they fucking set it up. You have all the hype for 2 years on two things. Rey's parents and first things Luke says.
Yep.
He turned Luke's first scene
into a joke.
Into a goddamn meme.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You couldn't even say, my father had it, or my son had it. Anything.
You have it,
And then do it. Sure, I would fucking love that. But no. Fucking one of the most iconic moments ruined it.
Yeah.
And then the whole Rey thing.
For laughs.
If that's true, look, I get it. It's cool to think that anyone can be a hero. Yeah, that's sweet. This is fucking not Star Wars though.
Mm-hmm.
Like anyone has. If you have the high enough midichlorian rate, anyone can do that. Anyone can be like a force sensitive person. Anyone can become a Jedi or Sith or whatever the fuck they want to be. But my problem is the Skywalker bloodline is the most OP bloodline in Star Wars. In fact, Star Wars is about primarily that bloodline.
As of right now. Yeah.
Like, period. That's how it started. That's how it ended. That was the whole point. And everything extended universe was all love and adoration that built up to that soap opera ending that the fans made. And they made stuff with that same soap opera core beyond that and before that. And it was all beautiful universe. And Disney fucking bought all that shit. And like, oh, we're going to be somewhat loyal and we'll make things for you that you'll like. And I'm like, oh, sweet. Great. And they erased all that shit. I'm like, all right. Fair. At least you can start from scratch. We'll leave it to you, Disney. And then they gave us that fucking first movie. We're like, all right, that's a copy.
In a different direction. I like it though.
Yeah, it's a copy of A New Hope. But all right, it's cool. What else you got? Rogue One. Who are those characters' names?
Good movie.
It was a good movie for one-time watch.
Yep.
And then maybe like a couple scenes. But like, what was your favorite character's name?
I like the robot.
Yeah. Robo's the robot. Robo's the coolest guy.
I think it was like K2SO or something like that. Yeah, it started with a K, I believe. But you're right. And then forgettable.
And then finally, this movie's coming out. Like, oh shit, The Last Jedi. That's what it's called. And we get a trailer where Luke's like, the Jedi need to end. What happened to Luke? So, and then we get this movie, and we're just like, all right, that was. It was a good movie, but it completely lost the core of the idea of that soap opera with the... Rey's cool, but she's too good at everything. Like, just because you have the Force doesn't make you on the same level of Darth Vader. Darth Vader murdered well-trained, seasoned Jedi because he was that fucking... he was just that strong in his goddamn suit, which limited his potential. If dude was coasting around as Anakin around 70% of his full potential, Vader was like 30%. And he was still murdering all these people. You gonna tell me Rey, with no training, no secret hidden memories of training with the camp, any of that shit that we could have easily shoehorned in? No, she's able to just fight Kylo Ren, who's been training with fucking Luke Skywalker and Emperor Snook, the two most powerful creatures in the entire fucking Star Wars universe.
You raised a very good point, and actually I'm going to use that as a segue into one of my comments about this. I don't want to turn this into a Star Wars podcast, but one of the reasons why I do not believe that Rey's parents are nobodies is strictly because of who Kylo Ren is. So, like, Kylo Ren was the one to tell Rey, oh, I knew your parents, they were nobodies, right? Kylo is a master manipulator. That's what he does. That is Kylo Ren's shtick. Like, Kylo Ren is about manipulation and anger. That's just who he is. So I think he was telling Rey what he thought she needed to hear so that she would fall to his side and feel bad about herself because she thought she was special and now she's not.
Yeah.
So I think that he was lying to Rey. I don't think her parents are nobodies.
You know, I want to say that I felt like that, and I want to believe that, but I don't trust the direction of this movie enough to want to be open enough to have that faith. This movie made me faithless. Like the idea of the kids in the future being like force sensitive, that's cute, but like that's not how that works.
It's cute.
Oh,
so what I will say, final thoughts about Star Wars from both me and you. One of the things that I distinctly remember you telling me before this movie came out, when we first saw the trailers, was you didn't think this movie was going to be good because you thought that it was going to be strictly plot set up for Episode 10. You thought that it was only going to be like, you didn't think it was going to be its own self-contained story, and that it would be like essentially a setup device for Episode 10. Do you still think that? Haven't seen it?
In retrospect, yeah. But while watching it, no. While watching it, it felt like its own story until, like, again, the climax thing happened early on, and it just kind of left in a way where, I mean, of course, it's a middle movie, so it's going to lead into the next or final installment. But at the same time, what really happened in the movie? Oh, don't get me started on how it fucking takes place directly after the first one ends. Like, the continuity issues, fuck that. But, no, yeah, directly after.
Now I'm trying to remember the end of... Oh, because that's right, because they all get back to the base, and then the base gets immediately blown up. Yeah, you're right, that does take place. I never realized that. I realized it when watching it, but not...
Don't think about it. But fucking... They're there from the end of the movie. They're right here in this space. They're getting shot at. Skip the entire section where Finn goes off on a little dumb adventure. They're getting shot at. A little miniature coup. They get the space pods. Space pods get shot at. They go down to a planet. Planet gets shot at. End of movie. Like,
yeah. I mean, I didn't like that it was very much like, it was pretty...
You know, Ray and Luke trained for like a day. Like, that was a day.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2.
Didn't even really get that much training.
She's a Jedi Master now, so she's gonna challenge Emperor Schnook. And oh man, she totally beat him.
Thanks, Kylo. Yeah, the one thing that I did like about that movie, we've criticized it a lot in the past half an hour, but like the one thing that I really did like about that movie was the fact that every scene on the main ship felt so desperate.
Yeah.
Like I felt as though there were very high stakes. Like my life was at stake.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, it's a movie, it's not. I'm not that attached to it. But it created a sense of desperation when I was watching the movie, which I thought was handled very well.
Oh, dude. And the sacrifice shot, when she used the thing.
Yeah.
That was the most beautiful thing.
I'm so happy that they didn't, like, have this big, like, explosion audio effect. I'm so happy that when she went light speed, it was silent. That was cool.
And I gotta say, for a rebel resistance group that's doing guerrilla warfare against a gigantic empire, why don't they just do that shit all the time?
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar, just boom. Just,
I feel like... So, going back to a sense of desperation, I mean, the rebels are very desperate. They've always been desperate in every Star Wars movie.
For no goddamn reason.
But, like, well, I mean, even if they were so desperate...
Why now?
Like, oh, yeah, for no reason now.
The First Order... How big is the First Order? Where are they getting the money? The Republic. They are the Republic.
I thought they'd explain it, but they didn't. But if they were so desperate, why didn't they use like kamikaze fighters? Why didn't they like use people that would line up, go to light speed, and then boom, the whole fleet's dead?
Whole goddamn fleets.
Yeah. I don't know.
God, that's so efficient. It's so efficient.
Yeah, for real.
Why even use bombers? Like, what the fuck, guys?
So I'm awkwardly segueing. I was talking earlier about how since the climax happened at a very weird, bizarre moment, like every wide shot, I would think it would be over. Like I've noticed that more as I'm watching films or like viewing stuff online. I'm noticing more like composition and like camera placement and stuff like that, purely because I've gotten into photography a lot recently. Mm-hmm. So photography is like a very recent hobby of mine, and I was into photography when we were watching Star Wars, and which is why I kept noticing all the wide shots and like thinking like, oh, is this going to be the end? It's like a very cinematic like shot or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been into photography recently. It's been pretty cool. I'm in a photography class this semester. It's the first photography class I've ever taken. But I've been shooting for about half a year now.
Yeah. And you have your website up, right?
I do have my website up. Yeah. I'll put a link in the description. It's MatthewMullins.net if you want to ever see the stuff that I shoot. We've got adventures from my personal life. I think my most recent blog post is about this podcast, actually. I talk about like what we do, who we are, why we do it, yada yada yada. Yeah, if you want to see my photography, check out MatthewMullins.net.
And how do you spell that?
MATTHEW.
Not so fast.
Follow MATTHEWMULINS.net. One more time.
Say it with me.
Everybody follow along. Oh, this is where we need like the subtitles and like the bouncing dot to be like MATT. Yeah, so what have you been into? Because I know you were looking to get a camera too. Have you any more like news on that?
No, it's still going to be a little bit of a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I got job stuff and bills.
Yeah. Job stuff. Trust me, I know all about that.
Oh, and the last thing.
Oh, you had another news article, didn't you? Yeah. I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Star Wars does that.
It got us riled up. That would whoa! I wonder if the mic picked that
Probably
up.
not.
I hope so.
We just.
Somebody outside just like whistled like what hopefully wasn't a rape whistle.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Should we go make sure they're okay?
I mean, we're in a building. I don't know if we can.
That's
do
true.
anything.
Yeah. If we were outside, I'd totally check it out.
Yeah, I mean, to clarify, we're like in like a
we're
really
in the
big
middle of a building.
Yeah,
we're not just like ignoring something that's going on right outside.
Yeah,
The sound was very far away. It's probably a Segway cop, honestly.
Yeah,
that was like chasing someone.
Cop on a Segway. Oh,
Segways are not very fast.
Neither are their legs.
It's probably why they use Segways.
That's why they're on a Segway.
Speaking of Segways, you're letting your next article.
Apparently, got another article here from MSN.com.
Facebook.
Facebook.
What does MSN stand for? I actually don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. Media, server, and news?
I bet you have media and news correct. I don't know about the S. I'm going to look it up while you explain what it is.
And it's an article by Adhimanu Gosal. Yeah, pretty confident. Adhimanu Gosal. Apparently, Facebook invented a new unit of time in order to make it
called?
Flicks.
Flicks?
Yeah. What? It is. Oh no! I got a advertisement.
Catch you in a couple flicks.
It's to make videos. I guess play smoother. But as I was reading it, I got one of those pop-up things.
While you're fixing that, I found what MSN stands for.
What does it stand for?
Masters of Science in Nursing. But actually, also, the MSN that we're thinking about stands for Microsoft Network. So I'm assuming if MSNBC is owned by Microsoft or was started by Microsoft.
I've never even. I never thought of that. I didn't know that they would be together.
Mm-hmm. Kind of cool though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of acronyms for MSNs. MSN is also apparently an acronym for Mission. Mexico Solidarity Network. Most Significant Nibble. Not sure what that one is. Migration Storage Node. Middle School North. Mobile Social Network. Oh, do you have the article pulled up?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I was just stalling for time while you pulled it up.
Yeah, it's called Flick, and apparently it's equivalent to...
What number we got there? Holy crap.
I'm trying to... 1,000...
What?
One of 705,600,000 of a second. And the company explains how... why am I saying that? Sometimes when I'm thinking, I say it out loud because I was reading the article. But Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, according to this, most shows are displayed at 24 frames per second,
Mhm.
and with each frame being points. I'm not even going to try that number.
Mhm.
Yeah. So somehow this is supposed to help normalize the content with a single frame of 24 frames per second equates to 29,400,000 flicks. A single frame at 120 frames is a lot less, which is at 5,880,000 flicks. Whatever.
Wow.
Hey, if it works, that's great. Thanks.
That's pretty intense math.
Thanks, Facebook, for making a new unit of time. Is
Catch
time
you on a
even
flick.
is time even real? Does anyone know?
Time is a tool that you wear on the wrist. So it's like 1/706 millionth whatever of a second. So it's incredibly small.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm wondering if that was like actually the lowest common denominator. Because I don't know if you noticed, but when we made the Dave and Buster's video and the Hot Sauce, literally every video we've made that didn't use this camera, it's been in 1080p, 24 frames per second for cinematics. That's like industry standard. Although technically it's like 23.995 frames per second, I think. I wonder if that was actually the lowest common denominator, that 705,600,000 whatever of a second. Because that's pretty crazy. And if it's not the lowest common denominator, why the heck did they have to make it so flipping complicated?
Why do you have to go and make things so complicated? Cause.
What's the next thing? Had to go and make things so complicated. Something like you, so acting like somebody else, get me frustrated. Man, early 2000s Avril Lavigne, what a good.
Early 2000s all music.
Yeah, really.
Panic at the Disco.
Soulja Boy.
Oh, you.
Bum bum
So
bum
important.
bum 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 bum.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
What other like really good songs came out in the early 2000s?
Oh, so many. Like all of them.
Every music ever. All of the music came out
All
in the
of
early
the
2000s.
music ever.
Do you think we only believe that early 2000s music is the best music because it is nostalgia for us? People who are
To some extent, yes, but no.
no,
A lot of it was just really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. What was that song by Akon? There was a song by Akon that
Locked Up.
Huh?
Locked Up.
Probably. Do you remember how it goes?
Locked up, won't let me out.
No, it was faster than that.
Oh, Dangerous?
Might have been.
So dangerous, that's why she's a bad girl. You also had another one like called Cyclone. You move her body like a cyclone.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, Akon, like Flo Rida, Panic at the Disco, like you said. My Chemical Romance. It's just the emo side of me coming out.
Your Chemical Romance.
Mine, not yours.
Mine.
Our Chemical Romance.
Our hater. Are we gonna put it in?
Hater! Well, we're not doing that?
No, I was thinking romance. Like
No.
Our Chemical Romance.
Shout out to Devin with the Hainer pencilette joke. We gotta get him back on sometime. Once we have like more guests. Well, I guess now we can like actually fit guests. We can just move the camera back and like bring another chair over. We should do that sometime. Have more guests. That'd be cool. That would be cool. So, any final words before we end this episode? Any discussions? Anything you want to talk about? I think we talked about everything that was a plan.
Luke would never have attacked Kylo Ren because he saw the good Darth Vader.
Yeah. You're right, Luke wouldn't have attacked Kylo Ren. Also, Kylo Ren's like extreme overreaction.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, your master tried to kill you or whatever, so in self-defense, you collapse the building so that he can't kill you. I get it. But, like, why do you have to go and burn the school and kill most of the children? Like,
because
I
principles.
I get that he's mad, but, like, why?
Fucking
He
remember
never
how
did the spoiler thing, too. I just realized that. Whatever.
it was already pre-stated.
That's true.
Fucking remember how because the first movie, The Force Awakens, had a lot of jumping off points, and then for the other directors who would come in to direct the next movie, they can like use those points.
Right.
So remember the Knights of Ren?
Where are they?
Fucking not important. We're
Where are
gone
they?
now.
I saw a really cool fan poster for episode 10, and it was called, what was it called? It was like Star Wars episode 10, What was episode 6 called again? Because it was a play on that.
It was like Empire Strikes Back.
Return of the Jedi, I think.
Yes. Yeah, Return of the Jedi.
I think it was called Star Wars Episode 10, Return of the Force, or something like that. Or maybe End of the Jedi, something like that. But, anyways, the fan poster was really, really cool because it showed Kylo silhouetted, and standing around him were the Knights of Ren, or what, illustrations of what they may look like, standing in Darth Vader's castle. Like from the, or from Row One. But I thought that was pretty cool because it like brings Darth Vader's castle back and explains who Knights of the Ren are. I want to see what they're up to.
They're probably just chilling, watching Netflix.
They're watching, what did you say was leaving?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
They're watching Nightmare Before Christmas before it leaves.
Yeah.
I want to know who the Knights of the Ren are. I want to know what happened to Rey's parents.
For real.
I want to know where the heck Lando Calrissian is. Where has he been?
Chilling.
Watching Nightmare Before Christmas. But actually, when they had the casino scene, I thought he was going to show up. I thought that was going to be a shoo-in.
Yeah, that would surely be like a Lando thing, but no.
But apparently, I read this after the fact, apparently, everybody thought that. And they kind of set it up so that you would think that. But I guess the actor who plays Lando is, really sick.
Billy D. Williams?
Yeah, I heard he's, really old and really sick. So he's probably not in good shape to play Lando, like Mark Hamill or Carrie Fisher or... Don't say it. Don't you dare.
I'm not.
She is a gem that must be cherished forever and ever. Okay, well, I think that does it for this episode of Podcast Unknown, unless you have anything else to add.
No, just more. Again, I like the movie. It was a great movie, but just those things hurt my heart.
It was a solid movie.
Yeah,
it really was. It was just certain points that just
really off base, fan hurty stuff.
Yeah,
because now that's canon. We have to go home with that now. That's our life. That's reality.
We didn't ask for this. We didn't want it. All right, guys. See ya. Well, so what can viewers expect in the future for podcasts? And we'll do a little ending segment. And what can people expect?
I don't know. The unexpected.
Expect the unexpected. But realistically, you can probably expect that pizza video sometime soon. You were talking about that script that you're writing.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. Which makes me think we should probably bring it up now and maybe not discuss it, but sort of slide it in there. You writing that script, if that becomes a thing, and if the script gets written and everything, we start shooting that, I'm imagining we'll take a pretty long hiatus from Podcast Unknown while we shoot that. Would you agree, or would you try and do both simultaneously?
Yeah, we try to do both.
I mean, we can try. I just don't know how well our schedules are going to line up. Especially because, I have work and you have an altered work schedule.
Yeah. And
they don't always align. So, if that happens, we might take a hiatus, but hopefully not. If we do, we'll let you know way ahead of time or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we got coming in the future. A lot of cool stuff. Some short videos, some longer stuff. I like to get into audio or music in some way. I don't know how, but I think it'd be pretty cool. All right, well, thanks for watching.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out.
Do you like how bright it is in here? If you like it, give a like. And if you don't like it, write a comment.
If you don't like it, turn your monitor brightness up. Oh, which reminds me. Okay, I keep thinking of funny things to say. But there was a video that I saw just earlier today where this guy was just yeah, if you like this comment, good. And I hope you find more. And then he ends the video. It's really funny. It was just so off the wall. So if you like this comment, hope you come back and watch the next episode or watch stuff from previous, if you haven't seen it. All right, well, that's all from us, folks. Hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Just remember, wherever you are, or wherever you're going.
There you are.
All right, see you, everybody.